Passion is the fuel for your journey. In today's session, we'll look at where it's supposed to take you. Do you know where you're going in this life? You do. Even if you don't know, you know, because the wisdom is inside of you. It gets covered up by a lot of things that we experience during life, and we start to shut it down or maybe not even trust it. But the wisdom is always there, and this is the thing you can count on. No matter what's going on outside, you actually do have the answers. It's not in your brain necessarily. It's in your body, it's in your heart, it's in your soul. So join me for another guided imagery session. Get your notebook, settle in, get comfortable. We're going to imagine you sometime in the future living a life well lived, enjoying a celebration of your 80th birthday. So right now, do the math. What is the year and the exact date that you will turn 80? Write that in your notebook, because that's where we will journey. And in the continuous time frame of life, the ever-present interconnectedness of present, past, and future that are collapsed into every millisecond, we can access the future because it's already in you to be played out. So we're going to go right now into ourselves. Sit back, be relaxed, close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Inhale, exhale, and imagine yourself on that date on your 80th birthday. You're at a birthday party. You're surrounded by friends. What season is it? What clothes are people wearing? Are they summer clothes? Are they winter clothes? Where are you for your 80th birthday? What part of the world do you live in or have you traveled to celebrate this special milestone? See it in your mind's eye. Look around you. Scan from left to right as you look at the friends who've gathered around the table. Some of them are faces you already know because they've been in your life since childhood. They've been in your life forever. Some of them you picked up along the way and you recognized them in their older versions at your 80th birthday party. And there are some faces there that you haven't met yet, but they're looking at you with eyes of love and respect and gratitude that you've been in their life. As you're taking this in and feeling their love, the person to your left rises. It's your best friend. It's your partner, your lifelong companion. They know you best, and they begin a speech. That person begins a speech and welcomes everybody to celebrating your 80th birthday. They use a few words to describe you. Do you hear those words? Write them down. The person who's known you best all your life is describing you, and everybody around the table is nodding and smiling. They agree. And then one by one, each of them stands up and they share things. Here are some of the things they share. Write down the words that come to mind. They share how you inspired them, the way that you've shown up in life, the things you've accomplished in life, the lives you've touched. What are they saying? What have you proven with your life? What have you shown them is possible? What have you given to them, whether it was material possessions or opportunity or safety or security? What have you given them? They're talking about your accomplishments, the major things that you have done in your life so far? What are those accomplishments? They're talking about the adventures you've had. Some of them they've shared. Amazing adventures that standing here on your 80th birthday have created a full life. What adventures have you had? What ways have you touched their lives, their children's lives, their families' lives, their employees' lives? Your ripple effect has gone far and touched many. What are some of the ways that people have been touched by your generosity, your caring, your truth, your courage? Some of the people who know you best, who are closest to you, kind of chuckle and reveal some things that only they know. What are those things? What secrets have you accumulated with your closest friends? The speaker concludes and turns to you and says, "Thank you. Today we celebrate a life well lived. We are blessed and grateful for having we are blessed and grateful for having you in our lives." Everyone around the table is clapping and cheering as you stand and thank them for blessing your life with love, companionship, adventure. What are you thanking them for? Okay, let's come back to here and now in 2020. Good work. The words on your page give you some idea of where your gifts are going to take you. Tune into those words. How do they match up to the passions that you have found in your heart? Are you starting to get some clues about the journey ahead? This list is not definitive. It is not a roadmap. It's about where you're going to go. It will evolve over time. It will ebb and flow. The key is learning the skill to check in. What are the things that feel right for you? Let your inner guidance direct your life. By taking the long view of your life, checking in to see where you are now, what things really matter in the big picture, it helps you to know what you will do with your one wild and precious life, to quote the words of Mary Oliver. I'm going to give you one more exercise. This one you can do in your own time. And it will be especially helpful for looking at your experience during COVID quarantine to mine out new information about what you value. And this exercise is called a MOLO. And what you do is you take a piece of paper and you draw a line down the middle vertically and a line across the top horizontally, so you have a T-chart. And in the left column at the top of the T-chart, write the letters M-O. And on the right column at the top of the T-chart, write the letters L-O. Those letters stand for more of and less of. Take a look at what you've experienced during this take a look at what use this MOLO to take a look at what you've experienced during quarantine. Use this MOLO to use this MOLO to get some clarity about what you value as you have learned during quarantine. What have you discovered you want more of in your life? And what have you discovered you want less of in your life? All of this information, more of, less of, what you'll experience at your 80th birthday party, all of that is giving you some access to your inner wisdom about what's important to you. And just like your thumbprint, it's unique to you. When we meet for our third session, we're going to use this information to start to determine the direction of your life. Join me when you're ready.